Hello, and welcome to Every Day is Funny, the meditative morning show about newspaper comics. Yesterday I was talking about our beloved strip that we read every day on the show, and that's Rex Morgan, MD. And I mentioned because there's a bullying plot line, and the bully had not been given a name by the author. And we've seen a lot of the bully, and for some reason the author just decided no name. And then I kind of equated that to a Clint Eastwoody man with no name, but calling it the bully with no name, which is the kind of elevated content you can expect on this show. These are the good ideas you can't get anywhere else. But anyway, I've been thinking more about that idea, and I kind of expanded on it. I think there's something here. And this is a book or a TV show or a movie for young adults. And say you got this bully, and he's like 10 or 11, and he's constantly causing terror on the schoolyard. And we see him go through like a day's worth of activities. It shows his status, his fear, the fear he instills in the hearts of his fellow brethren? Students. Not friends. I don't know. Kids. And finally, after like a day of us seeing that, we get out to the schoolyard where there's like this big 3 o'clock by the flagpole kind of fight. And he's standing there, and we see like the hip shot, like in the Clint Eastwood movie. And we know this big fight's about to happen. But then suddenly, there's a rift in time and space. I don't know why that might be the case. Maybe tectonic plate movement combined with magic. Maybe there's a wizard. Doesn't matter. But he gets teleported back in time to the Wild West. And just picture it. You see that classic thing. Like, he gets there, he doesn't know what's going on, he realizes he's in the West, and then he gets like blindsided by the amount of violence he sees. He thinks that, I'm made for this time period. I'm a hotshot, I'm a bully, I run my schoolyard, I'm gonna be great here. But then he realizes he is not the top dog in this scenario. And he's seeing shootouts and people getting lassoed, and he starts freaking out. And then we see a shift, because he gets taken in by the town sheriff, whose family died in a tragic tectonic plate / magic accident. Notice the parallelism. That's poetry right there. And anyway, he trains him to be a sheriff's apprentice and kind of converts him to the light side. And then they fight the evil Suggins gang, or like whoever the big baddie is. And then he goes back to his time period as a changed man and kind of uses what he learned, but nobody believes him. And then maybe there's a reveal that he is a great, 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 great descendant of that evil Suggins gang. And he, in a moment of pure beauty at the end, has not continued the cycle of the family trauma. That is the bully with no name. Thank you. Let's get to the comics. I truly think that's a good idea, and I might do something with it, so please don't do anything with it. I probably shouldn't even release this and put the idea out there, but I need the content. But please don't do anything with it. What a great kids' book idea. Thank God nobody listens to this. Alright, let's start with some family circus. We see the 2 boys of the family looking at a turtle crawling down the sidewalk. The older brother says, "Best part about being a turtle is you never have to buy clothes." Huh. What a strange thing for a child to say. Because I don't think he's worried about how he's going to afford his wardrobe. He's not out there budgeting on the sales rack. That's the best part. I would think if a kid's talking, he would say like, the best part about being a turtle is you never have to wear uncomfortable clothes. Because that's a situation a kid finds themselves in. Not having to buy clothes. And that's not the best part about being a turtle, you idiot. I know it's a kid, sorry. Idiot. The best part about being a turtle? What's that, you ask? You're asking me? I would say the best part of being a turtle is you're just kind of inherently inclined to take life in the meditative, slow way that it was meant to be taken in. And you have an outer shell for protection. That's the second best part about being a turtle. But buying your own clothes, when have you struggled with this? All right, let's move on to a comic we haven't checked out in a while. It's an old school one, and it is called Barney Google and Snuffy Smith. Speaking of the bully with no name, that bully would feel right at home in the kind of time period and vibe of Barney Google and Snuffy Smith. Alright, I don't know the characters well, but one old guy is saying, I gotta find a way to make more money. Then, second panel, we see he and another man are in jail. And he says, so I don't have to keep hiring the best lawyer that no money can buy. It's pretty good. Wonder what he did. He seems very lighthearted about the situation, as does the other man. Man, I also just love, I've said this on the show before, I love when a business or an organization or a building just has that one word to symbolize what it is. You know, forget like Stephen Jackson Memorial Police Station. Nah, it's just a sign that says jail. That's so awesome. I also feel like, unfortunately, his way to make more money is gonna lead to more illegal stuff. And then he won't get the money. And even the worst lawyer won't touch him with a 10-foot pole. Thankfully, though, if you look at the building, this jail is coming apart at the seams. It's a very ramshackled operation, so maybe if he just waits long enough, the building will crumble. Especially with the help of some tectonic plates and magic. See, I brought it back. That'll be the name of my memoir, Tectonic Plates and Magic. Honestly, not bad. Alright, let's get to some Rex Morgan, MD. Again, as I mentioned earlier, we're dealing with the aftermath of the bully situation. And yesterday, Corey and Parker didn't see the bully in school. We don't know where the bully is at the moment. Alright, today's ep. Parker and Corey are talking. Parker says, I've been teased and bullied my whole life. I can usually blow it off, but this guy has me nervous. Corey says, no sign of him today, so don't worry so much. Parker says, easy for you to say, Mr. Beanpole. You're not the one he's targeting. Corey said, yeah, I get that, Shorty. Just trying to help. Anyhow, we better get to class. Oh no. This is the true devastation that a bully can cause, I believe. Because, sure, the bullying is one thing, but look at what it's doing to the friendship of Corey and Parker. Now, Parker's calling him Mr. Beanpole, Corey's calling him Shorty, and he's just trying to help, but Parker's taking it the wrong way. I think this is gonna cause a rift in their friendship, and perhaps, if the bully's some sort of evil genius, perhaps that's what he wanted all along. The bigger end goal. Attack from within. Oh my gosh. It is kind of eerie, the way the author's setting this up. Like, no sign of him today, don't worry, let your guard down. Like, is the bully gonna come with some big prank? Like he went home and got a budget for it? I feel like something bad's about to happen. I don't think this ends with like, we better get to class, and then they go to class, and then he's not there, and then they go home, and we're like, yeah, all right. Well, back to that open mic night that never happened. Also, Parker, you've been bullied and teased your whole life? Like by your parents? Who else is bullying and teasing you? If it's your whole life. You're only what, 11, 12, maybe you're like 12 or 13. What do you mean your whole life? All right, let me think of what to comment. Okay, I'm gonna start by reiterating a Parker line here saying, I've been teased and bullied my whole life. Then, flashback to Parker leaving the womb. Doctor says, haha, this baby's naked, what an idiot. Because it's like, how far back are you really getting bullied, Parker? Your whole life? I don't know. Alright, send. Oh, okay. Time to wind down for this Friday, June 21st. I hope you have a lovely start to your weekend. Apologies if this is a shorter episode than usual. I can't tell at the moment, but I had to turn off my air conditioner to record, and I gotta get that baby back on. So have a great start to your weekend. I'll see you tomorrow. And remember, every day is funny.